So I have a good one for you guys today, but before we get started, I have to give a shout out to my affiliate sponsor for today, which is Moomoo. Right now they're doing a promotion where you can get up to 10 free stocks. Just to get started, to get 6 free stocks, all you have to do is sign up with my link and deposit $1. Literally $1 will get you 6 free stocks. Let me know in the comments which free stocks you get. And since the market is down right now, it only makes sense to get some free stocks while everything is crashing, because once prices go up, it's basically just free money. Shout out to Moomoo. The link is in the bio or pinned to the top of the comments. So if the recent crash with Celsius, right? Everybody been scared. People in the crypto industry, investors, everybody been thinking twice about investing in crypto because there's a lot of different exchanges that's very similar to Celsius. And one I actually thought about, now they're not necessarily similar to Celsius, but I was thinking about crypto.com because my channel, Everybody Love Cro. I'm a full Cro believer and believe you're going to make some great money in the future with them. But lately they haven't been making the greatest movements, and with how much money they've been investing, I'm like, let me try to look at the numbers and see what can technically happen. So I'm going to break this video down in different type of tiers and y'all will see exactly what we're doing. But before we get started, I do need a favor. I need you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment to help out the YouTube algorithm. And once you do, I will show you a great picture of a beautiful baby goat. See, all you had to do is hit the like button and you got a baby goat. Thank you, Graham, for telling me to do that. All right, so first we have to understand what is Celsius and basically what happened, right? Celsius Network is a large venture capital backed cryptocurrency firm which was valued at $4.1 billion after its most recent Series B funding round in 2021, back in November, right? Since November, however, the total crypto market has shed more than 60% of its value, losing more than 1.6 trillion in market capitalization, according to Coin Market Cap. Celsius offered customers a 17% annual yield on their deposit, a shocking proposition compared to traditional banks, which average is about 0.007 for a savings account, and it's actually a little bit lower than that. And banks are FDIC insured and all this type of stuff, right? Now, basically what happened with Celsius is they really just mismanaged their money badly, because for example, if you are promising people, hey, you're going to get 17% APY when you put your money here, then they're a lending platform, so they're letting people borrow money, lend money, you're promising to do X, Y, and Z and pay out this fee. But when your coin crash, the economy crash, all prices go down, cut into your profit. So it's on you to be responsible and have enough money to be able to cover people expenses, especially if people want to take their money out. It's like going to a bank right now. If 100 people was like, look, hey, we want to take out all our money, the bank is going to be like, look, about that, you can take out 5,000 here, then go to the bank up the street. And basically Celsius stopped all withdrawals, and on their website it's like, hey, you can withdraw at any time. Once you say we can withdraw at any time, it's a pause on that, and we don't know when we're actually going to give you your money. Everything completely went to hell. So you have to understand what happened there, right? Now with crypto.com, it's hard to tell exactly how much money they have because they only tell you what they want you to hear. Like Coinbase, they're a New York Stock Exchange company, so they have to be transparent about all of their numbers now because they have investors, right? But the most recent thing we can look at is their 2021 highlights. They say the year crypto went mainstream, so everybody making all type of money. They say 2021 was undoubtedly the year that crypto went mainstream, according to crypto.com research. The numbers of global crypto users more than double in the first 6 months of the year, and we saw total crypto market came across 3 trillion. So they're like, look, a lot of stuff was going on. We was making a lot of money and we invested a lot, right? They said we teamed up with Aston Martin with Formula One. Then they basically bought the naming rights of the Staples Center for like $700 million, one of the most famous arenas. So now it's the crypto.com arena. Then, they teamed up with Matt Damon, and since then they have signed sponsorship over sponsorship over sponsorship, add an athlete over athlete, and then they talked about their NFT stuff they did. So you just see nothing but positive things going. Then they talked about the volume, 5.5 billion in daily spot exchange volume, 1.9 billion total value locked on Cronos. Cronos was dominating with people putting money over there because you had a crazy opportunity with the MMF finance and so many different options to put your money on the DeFi sector, right? 70 billion a Cro burn. Then you had 750 million in total insurance coverage. So they're like, look, man, we got 750 million in insurance. That's very, very good. I would love to see the details. It's like, is this insurance if I lose 100 million and you would give it to me? Like, I would love to know how that insurance policy work. And I know the price of that premium is very high right now. And this is huge. 3,000 plus staff members. Oh boy.
Oh no!
Yes, that's a lot. To match this year unprecedented growth across crypto industry, we grew our operations from a 600 plus strong team to start the year. We intend to grow further as we have several more openings available. So 3,000 staff members. Remember this because that's gonna probably have to get cut very, very soon. So the next thing, I wanted to get an idea of numbers, meaning how bad has crypto done? The best two I was able to look at was Coinbase. Coinbase is a New York Stock Exchange company. They're actually doing better, such as like more money than crypto.com. But we can look at Coinbase and see their numbers because everything went down. That's why their stock completely dropped like crazy. And we can get like an idea of what's popping. So I just pulled up their first quarter earnings. This was May 10th. So it wasn't too long ago. And we're about to look at some numbers and read some things to see exactly what's going on. So right here, say the total crypto market capitalization has swung significantly year to date, falling nearly 30% in January, recovering to somewhat through March, and then sharply declined again in April. Crypto assets volatility declined throughout the quarter, and March was the lowest level since Q4 in 2020. Q1 total revenue was 1.2 billion. Remember, this total revenue and just 1 quarter in 3 months, including 1 billion in transaction revenue. The MTUs, that's like the users, 9.2 million, both was down compared to that, right? So let's scroll down to right here. Subscriptions and services revenue was 152 million, which represented 13% of the total net revenue, primarily due to lower transactions revenue and our commitment to invest heavily this year. Our adjusted EBITDA declined 20 million in Q1 with a net loss of 430 million. So this was the headline. Coinbase is down 430 million in 3 months. So if Coinbase is down as much, how much is crypto.com down? Because people didn't gain money. Their users went down, a decrease of 2.2 million or 19% compared to Q4. So people is not using it as much. And, you know, people really wanted to jump ship once they seen them start talking about in case of a bankruptcy, things could get a little bit real. So you can actually check this out and look at the numbers of financials. Everything went down. This is the most recent, and you just see how everything completely declined, right? Now coming over to crypto.com, how does their platform work? They have it where you can earn up to 14.5% on your crypto or 10% in your stable coins. You can calculate your rewards. You can look at different options. Hey, you know, put your money in Bitcoin. We're going to give you 6%. ETH, just lock it up here. And depending on how long you lock it up, we will calculate the terms and stuff. But the main issue, so here go all of them. You got 6% on Cronos. You have 8% on stable coins. I believe you got as high as like 13 or 12% with Polkadot. So you can stake over here. But the main thing is what is the price doing with Cro? Cro is your bread and butter. So when they did that great article talking about all the growth and how everything was going, that was around this time. This is the end of last year, end of 2021. So when you started 2022, you was able to talk about all the great growth and all the money that was coming in. So the high of Cro, we would say, is 90 cents. Look at the price right now. This is down about 80% from its all-time high. Think of this. So you're losing 80% money right here. So the money in DeFi that everybody had is getting completely destroyed. The money people had right here is getting completely destroyed. Remember, they started the NFTs. That section is completely also getting destroyed because once a recession or anything bad happened, the last thing people really care about is digital art. Look at the volume of the Loaded Lions. This is their highest selling thing. The volume is down close to 40% right now. So that is completely tough, and that is called a clue. Ain't making too much money right now. And then we had the bad news that came up, right? And that's when they completely decided to slash their rates. And as a Crypto.com supporter and user, once they slashed those rates, the YouTubers in the community came together and completely went off because we see y'all are spending big money, right? So the naming rights of the Staples Center, 700 million, right? Boom, y'all get it. We about to do this over 20 years, 700 million. I think they had to pay 500 up front, $500 million. Cool. Next, y'all do commercial Super Bowl with LeBron. You had to pay him. You just did another one with Joel Embiid. You signed sponsors with the 76ers. You're doing Formula One. You just did one in Miami. So they're spending money advertising, just advertising. And it make me think of their CEO. And I watched some of his interviews, read some of the articles, and the CEO really want Crypto.com name to be a household brand name, but he's not understanding what type of company he have. It's no problem to have a brand name company, but that don't help the utilization out of what you're doing, and you can technically go bankrupt because you just have everybody know the name, but nobody is not using your product. And the way you get people to use your products is by helping out the people that are actively using it, to give them more incentives to tell other people about it. Come on to YouTubers and say, hey, Lando, we're going to pay you $50,000 instead of blowing it over here to spread the word and tell people to sign up. You're going to get a return on your money so much better versus the way they're doing it. And that's why I'm going to do another video talking about FTX. And I think FTX is completely dominating right now. So they're spending their money bad in my opinion, but they did say they're investing some of their money, I believe, in their highlights. Let me go back to it because they said somewhere they had a $200 million fund where they invested in over 20 different companies. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, right here, they said they focus on accelerating the growth of early stage crypto startups. Crypto.com Capital is our venture arm with 200 million earmarked for investment. In 2021, we invested in over 20 startups. So this is not bad, but the problem is they invested in all crypto startups. Crypto startups, there's not anybody in crypto doing good right now. So that's actually not going to help you, right? So if we go over to the exchanges and we're looking at the top exchanges right now, I'm on CoinGecko. You see Binance is number one, $18 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Crazy. You see Coinbase is number three, $3 billion in transaction volume. Crypto.com is all the way down to number 9. And this is at close to, $500 million. This is not a lot. It's a lot of money in a day. I guess it is. But, when things are red and going down, you see everybody else in the last 7 days. And you notice this is the only one that is red out of the first 28. That is called a clue. Something is going on here, people. Something is going on here. So my final thoughts and my honest and genuine opinion. I don't believe Crypto.com will completely crash as bad as Celsius did, because the good thing about Celsius taking an L, other companies it's a wake-up call. Other companies are learning from them. Celsius mismanaged their money. Right now, in my opinion, looking outside in, Crypto.com is definitely mismanaging their money, such as paying people that don't matter to help your coin and to help your company grow. That's why I believe Crypto.com Cro went from a top 14, probably the closest made probably number 11 to the top 10. Right now, I believe Cro is like number 27. They're top 30. And this is within a few months. So what they've been doing technically haven't been working. And you have to start looking at a few other options, because if this crash the way Celsius crashed, because it is attached to Cro Coin. So I think if Cro go down to about 7 cents, it's going to be bad. So the first thing is going to happen is they had 3,000 employees in 2021. They're completely about to cut that all the way down. So that's the first thing you're going to see. You're going to see crypto.com, the same way they're talking about Coinbase, crypto.com is cutting their employees. They're going to have to, right? It's going to be the first thing. The next thing is they already cut rates. They're going to cut rates down a little bit more, because they like, look, people got mad last time, but this time we really can't help them. And it'd be okay if they weren't paying all these athletes and stuff, you know, crazy type of money. And then the third thing is, when we have a crazy crash and people want to pour their money out, how are you going to respond to it? It's okay for a freeze. It's okay for a glitch. It's okay for something to just not happen for a good second. But if you freeze where people can't take their money out, it's over, because people really ride hard for crypto.com when they do good. And when they do bad, it's going down. Let me know what you guys' thoughts in the comments. And since the market is crashing, get you 10 free stocks. All you got to do is literally sign up for Moomoo, add just $1 in there, and get 6 free stocks. Once you put over $100, you get more free stocks. You put $1,000, more free stocks. They doing this to the end of the month. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I'm out.
Black boy, you could fly. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose.